Hey everyone, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your daily forecast for the day of Thursday, February 1st, 2018. Now, what's going on today is that we've got the moon hanging out right here in Leo. Of course, just coming off the lunar eclipse here, bringing our attention, of course, to what makes us happy, what brings us joy, what we really like in life, and what really resonates with our heart as what we think about when we're in Leo. Another thing that does come up in Leo that I haven't mentioned yet is, of course, kids. Leo has a lot to do with children, as well as passion projects, if you have any of those, and romance, romantic relationships, normally the dating variety, before you get seriously committed, that comes in with Leo. So I think that's a lot of what we're thinking about here, what makes us happy, what we can do to increase our happiness in some way, okay? And of course, how we can really end or complete or make some decisions here about what it is that we enjoy so we can step into doing more of that. Okay, so that's what we've got going on today. Now with the moon here at the very end of yesterday and into today is making a square over here to Jupiter and Scorpio. Okay, so as we're trying to feel happy, feel lighthearted, find more of the love and the passion and the joy in our life here with the moon in Leo coming in at the nighttime and into this morning, there could be some hard feelings here about what does make us happy. Maybe there are some changes we still need to make in our life in order to be happy. And maybe there are some deep emotions as well coming up that make it hard for us to find the joy as well. These emotions, of course, could be scary feelings maybe in life. Here, feeling like it's really scary in order to step into some chapters to be happy in some way coming in. There could also be some financial concerns that come up here when you get Scorpio coming in, and maybe some deeper intimate relationship stuff too, trying to be happy here, but knowing you have other people in your life that you are very intimate with that maybe make it hard for you in some way to find the joy that you want. Also financial concerns coming in over your head here. So it's kind of could be a hard thing at the end of yesterday coming in today, wanting to be happy, but knowing, all right, there's some changes we got to make. There's some things that are coming in here that are feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe other people we got to watch out for here, but really needing to learn how to be happy despite all odds and how to change your life for the better, to overcome some of these things and some of these feelings and fears and other concerns that are holding you back so that you really can do the things that it is that you want, that you enjoy, and that you know that you need. Okay, if you really can push past some of these hard feelings, make some more of the changes that it is that you need to make, acknowledge as well some of the things that are going on inside you and some of your relationships, and try to work things together, I think there is a big opportunity here to start to feel better. That's because at 3 a.m. the moon then comes off here of this square to Jupiter and starts to make a trine over here to Uranus and Aries. So at 3 a.m., after we've been feeling maybe a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit down when it comes to how we can bring more happiness into our life, if we can push past it, I think there's an opportunity here with Uranus to start to feel much better, feel more free, to break through, to get more insights about your life, and to feel much better, okay? Coming in. Could also bring up some unexpected stuff with Uranus as well at 3 a.m. in the morning. And just needing here to not let some other stuff get you down so that you can find the freedom and move forward. All right, once you start feeling like, you know what, I'm making some progress here, I'm breaking free, I'm doing some things I want, trying to get some insights on life, then the moon at 1 p.m. Mountain Time is then going to slip right here into Virgo. In Virgo, of course, is an earth sign. It's a mutable sign. So after trying to find the joy in our life and to be happy and to change our life for the better so that we can really step into these good, happy chapters, then our focus comes here to Virgo on how we can sustain all of that more or less. How we can put a plan in place here to have the happiness that we want last, and how we can take these projects and these things that come to us, especially at the lunar eclipse, and put a plan in place here to accomplish the things that we want, and how we can process too inside what we want as well and what's come to us, okay? Virgo's really good at strategy, strategizing, thinking about the future, getting all the details in place. And it's almost like we've had a lot of stuff come up here, especially with the lunar eclipse, about what what we enjoy, what we want, lots of feelings, lots of passion, some unexpected stuff with Uranus the past few days. And I think now towards 1 p.m. today, Virgo is saying, okay, now can you take all of this and how can you understand it better? And how can you make a plan based on all of this stuff that's come to you and all of this exciting stuff that's happened? How can you figure out where you're going next in life and start to move in that direction? Okay, and so I think that's what we're trying to figure out later today with all of the Virgo stuff going on. Okay, after the moon enters Virgo at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, it is then going to make a square over here to Mars in Sagittarius. So as you're trying to make a plan in life towards the end of the day and trying to understand some passions that may have flared recently and some projects, passion projects you've been working on or completing, there could be some, I want to say, disarray that comes into your life here because you're trying to do something new. I think what's going on here, especially with Mars being in the spot Sagittarius, or Saturn just was for so long, I think we're really trying to move forward on some passion projects that are new, that we have not done before in some way. And I think as we're trying to put a plan in place to figure out how to sustain this stuff that we enjoy, how to keep the happiness alive in our life, I think it's hard because it's like, you know what, we've never done this before. How do we do this thing? I don't know, you know? How do you make a plan in place when when this has never happened to you? You don't know what to do. And so I think that then becomes the challenge. I think a lot of the other challenge that could come in too at 6 o'clock at night with Mars as well is maybe excitement and passion and wanting to be excited and passionate about life here, but needing to temper some of the passion as well so that you can start to think more logically about things and start to come up with a strategy and come up with a plan even if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, and I think that's going to be super important with the Virgo energy, and is not to let all your passions get the best of you and fly away here about all your ideas that you have and about all of these things that you want to accomplish, but to really figure out, okay, how can I work on this one bit at a time, one step at a time, okay, in order to make sure that everything doesn't get the best of me and that I don't let things fall by the wayside coming in, all right? So that's what's going to happen there. Then at 7 o'clock, the moon in Virgo is then going to make a trine over here to Saturn in Capricorn, saying if you can work very detailed and disciplined and figure out how to do something new that you have not done before on the day-to-day in a very practical way, it's then going to help you here start to point your life in the right direction, start to move up in the world, start to put your life in the right place that you've been wanting it to be in and trying to rearrange your life to work out for you. Okay, and I think at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, it's saying if you can control your emotions here and if you can be dedicated and disciplined, there's a big opportunity for you to work, to make progress, to put your life in the spot that you want it to be in. Okay, you do have to remember Moon-Saturn contacts can be a little restricting here. Feeling like it's hard for you to have fun, it's hard for you to play, but if you do the work and if you put the work in, I think there's a lot of progress that can be made that can ultimately help you feel much better. All right, so that's what I see going on today. Just lots of excitement coming off a Leo lunar eclipse. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of crazy stuff with Uranus too. Maybe feeling a little scared here about some stuff that we're doing, some passion projects that we're working on, having to make even more changes in light of this project, this passion project, or this news that came to us here at the lunar eclipse, feeling a little bit uncomfortable, okay, but needing to take this thing that has happened to you recently, for better or for worse, and try to make it into something the best that it can be for you, okay, and to move forward on it and to make a plan now that all of this news has come to you, and to make a plan hopefully that is better for you and that can help you move forward and put your life in a better place than it has been previously. Okay, so that's what I see there. Stuff going on in the background is Mars here in a sextile with Mercury coming in. So what that is saying to me is lots of communications here, lots of thinking and strategizing as well with the moon in Virgo about your life, about some new thing that you're doing, about some new future now that you're envisioning for yourself. This is a thing I'm going to talk about a lot more later on, but with a bunch of planets about to come through Aquarius here, and of course with Mars and Sagittarius, I think what we're going to have to do and at the solar eclipse is envision a entirely new future for us that we never thought in a million years we would be living this life, and this is the way our life would look. And I think what we're going to have to do, and what the Mars and the sextile to Mercury is kicking off today, is look, you have to have new dreams for the future. You have to envision a totally different life for you here, doing something new that you have not done before you can move forward. And I think what we're trying to do is, now that everything has happened here, now that the eclipse has gone on, we're trying to figure out, okay, what does my life look like now that all of this has happened, and how can I move forward on that, in which way, and put a plan in place here to make me feel better and more comfortable with this new vision now that I have of my future, and with this new direction my life is going in that I wasn't planning on. Okay, so I think that's what's coming in there with Mars and a sextile with Mercury. While that's happening, we also have Venus here in Aquarius in a square with Jupiter. All right, so I think as we're trying to envision a new life here, step into some new chapters, hopefully doing things that we enjoy, I think there could be some more changes in relationships that are going on. And because this is a square, difficult, uncomfortable changes in relationships that are happening. Okay, maybe wanting to associate with people who get you, who see the vision and who are on board with the life that it is that you're trying to create, and needing to make some more cuts here to make sure that you have the right people on board with you that support your goals, that support your dreams, that can help you accomplish some new vision for your life that you see coming in. You know, it's like I see like us going in a totally different direction in our life than where we thought it is that we were going, and as a result having to change our relationships around and move people into different places so that we really can feel much better doing some things that are important to us. Okay, also rearranging money with Venus coming in too, figuring out what's going on with your finances and how you can associate with the right people and use your finances in the right way to best support what you really want and where you see your life going now that you have a new vision for the future that you did not have a few days, weeks, and months ago. All right, so that's happening there. And then of course the sun on the south node as well, which makes it an eclipse, which partially makes it an eclipse because the moon has to be on the north node here as well. But as I want to say, going over things from the past, reviewing things from the past starting to come in here with the solar eclipse going on. You know, we've been spending a lot of time recently dealing with the north node, trying to figure out what we want in life, what makes us happy in life, which is a very, very good thing. But now that we've kind of figured out what makes us happy, hopefully we now have to figure out where does this take us? Where do we go with this happy thing? And I think we may have to revisit some old dreams and some old goals and some old visions of the future that it is that we have, and then make allowances for new things to come into our life now that we know better who we are on the inside and what it is that we really want here. So I think there's still some more adjustments that we're having to make now that life has taken a weird turn and we've become different people that like different things. Okay, so that's what I see going on there. All right, now your card for the day is the three of swords upright. This is a card of heartbreak. It's a sad card. Maybe, you know, what is this card all about? Because you know, yesterday it was I felt like the full moon in Leo was such a good one. I think this is just saying our life, you know, is going in different directions that we were not planning on. And as a result, we're having to let go of some old attachments to some old things that we liked, to some old life that it is that we had. And I think that could be a little bit hard in some way, to have to see your life going in a direction you didn't plan on before, and to let go of some old things that you liked in order to let some new things in. This could also be a card here of clarity, just getting more clarity on your situation. And sometimes the truth, knowing the truth about things hurts. But I think we're starting to understand better what we want in our heart, what it is that we desire. And sometimes when you follow your heart, when you do things that you want, you kind of make other people angry, you know, because maybe what your heart wants isn't what someone else's heart wants. That could be a little bit hard. And maybe that's what came in at the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, is that people realized what they really wanted, what really was important to them deep down in their heart. And it maybe caused you to go in different ways in relationships, different ways with people. Now that you've discovered things you didn't know before and have uncovered some kind of deep emotions going on. And I think they think the message of this card here is to own your truth. It's better to accept a hard truth than a lie, I would say, coming in to do that, and to just keep moving forward, even if things, even if your life is taking a weird turn that you didn't think, and even if it is uncomfortable, to know that we grow from pain, that pain helps us learn things that we could not learn in any other way, and that there is a reason for some of the things that we're going through, even if they are uncomfortable and even if they are out of our comfort zone, that they're meant to take us into better places. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.